in January, we were choosing our factory partner, and we weren't quite able to get there on the price. My uncle, who's a businessman, he told me to say this. Listen, he's from Long Island. Listen, somebody's going to manufacture Trunkster. Either it's going to be you or it isn't. Whoever it is, that person's going to make a lot of money. And I can tell you that was true then, and it's true now.
So
our factory partner is making a lot of money.
So you're saying you don't answer the question?
And so I will say to that, we're reasonable, we're willing to negotiate, we understand this is a business, and we want the right partner.
How much of your own cash did you guys put in?
We spent $5,000 to launch the Kickstarter campaign, and that's all the money we invested.
You haven't shipped anything yet. Your $5,000 is now worth $28 million. I'm so lucky to be here.
What
an opportunity.
That's a great return.
Well, also, no, we should say something about the product, that our product has three things that very few products have in combination.
Anymore. Listen, everybody agrees it's interesting, and even Lori.
No, I'm gonna, if I could be the exception on the product.
Oh, really? Are you gonna poo-poo on it?
I find a couple of things wrong. One, it's very sleek, but it's extremely masculine. It
Product
wouldn't be a product
We're
that I
thinking
would
new
pick
colors.
out in a store. You're doing others, but I'm judging by this prototype.
Yes.
Okay. Secondly, I think it's too heavy. In addition to the fact that most people like soft luggage, not hard luggage. And lastly, you haven't had your consumer base tested out. They haven't received it yet. So you're asking us to invest a lot of money with absolutely no feedback from the guy who's going to use it.
Well, we have had people test it.
The product testers came back with really positive reviews.
And for those reasons, no.
There's so many unanswered questions, but magically the two of you have convinced me that there's something there. I'll give you the 1.4 million for 30%. I mean, that's a legitimate offer. Mark can laugh all he wants. He's not making an offer. That's the offer I see because of all the unanswered questions. This isn't an investment. We're going on a trip together. And when we go on this trip together, we're going to learn a lot.
So basically, Robert's imputing a value of $5 million on the deal. That's what he's saying. And I think it's fair. You know, in fact, I'll join him if he wants to partner. I like you guys. I'll do that deal. I'll go 50-50 if he wants to mitigate his risk a little bit.
Kevin, I appreciate the offer. I don't want Kevin to go on this trip with me because there are countries Kevin's not allowed to go into.
Well, I will make the same offer, except I want 37%.
That doesn't seem like...
I mean, just as ludicrous as you are, your valuation's insane.
Can we hear other offers?
There was anything else?
I'm sitting here thinking about
Losing
the risk,
money.
right? On the one hand, I do think that there's a lot of things that can be done with it, right? I have licensing connections. I know this world very well. But on the flip side, say I give you the money and something goes wrong with it, right? Don't anticipate it, but it could happen. So I would give you the 1.4 million to fund purchase orders. That's
How
what
much
you said
equity
you
do you
needed. I 15%.
We would love to hear if Mark maybe has something to say.
The product's interesting. I see what you're trying to accomplish. Now I want you to put yourself in our shoes. How much should I get back and when?
We expect to be making $6 million in profit next year.
it's a
We
simple
can pay you
question.
back next year.
It's a simple question. I don't want just 1 million back.
Absolutely.
Right?
We're aiming to make a billion-dollar company. You have us working 24/7.
We haven't decision.
In your mind, there's these big numbers you can pay back. But when we do the math based off of the equity you're offering us, the numbers don't calculate to big numbers. If you make, $20 million next year, what's 5% of $20 million? Just $1 million, right? See, you didn't look at it from our perspective.
Gentlemen, I always love Mark more than anyone on the panel because he's got the most bucks. But let me tell you, Lori's the best partner.
Would it be an option to work together, or
I would negotiate.
will maybe take just one moment to
Yeah,
speak?
please do.
Not a bad idea.
Please do.
Thank you.
I'm comfortable with give 10%. You're comfortable with give 10%. With two sharks helping us?
All right. What are you going to do?
Mark and Lori, we would like to offer you 5% of Trunkster for $1.4 million. We will also pay you back the full $1.4 million within 24 months, and if we don't pay you back within that time frame, we will double your equity stake to 10%. And we will offer you $1 in perpetuity, starting from when the money is paid back.
All right, that's your offer. Mark, Lori, what do you got?
I would take that deal.
Yeah, we'll take that deal.
Well, hang on.
Are you guys splitting it? Yeah, we'll split it.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
You came in knowing that, didn't you? Yeah, do
Now can we talk about
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Robert, we really appreciate your offer. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
If you get paid back your money over an indefinite period of time, well, that's not very enticing. To know that in 2 years you'll definitely have that money back, or there's a penalty, then that makes us work harder and it makes them more secure.